7 IEMs all around $200, only one worth your money. This $220 IEM just embarrassed my $1,000 IEMs, and that's not even our winner. Look, I get it, you were tired of overhyped IEMs and sponsored reviews, so I spent 3 weeks testing the most talked about budget IEMs. No sponsors, no affiliate deals, just pure sound. And our winner, it's going to surprise you. 8 minutes, 7 IEMs, we are keeping this simple, tonal quality, technicalities and value, that's all that matters. Here's what I found out. Some of them are overly hyped and don't worth your money, and some of them are absolute steal deal. And if you think you know what is going to win, please comment down your vote and let's see. These IEMs were loaned to me by the audio store, Treble Extended and Gadget Generations. Thanks guys. And you can find their links in the description below. To start things off, let's start with the objective sound quality of the IEMs. Starting with the sub bass, there is no doubt that Deuce has the greatest amplitude of the sub bass, but the quality of the sub bass is very poor. It sounds like a paper in front of a sub rather than sounding like a subwoofer itself. It extracts unnecessary sub bass in the mix, creating a bloat and muddiness all over the frequency spectrum. The winner here is Timeless 2. The sub bass felt grand. Not that textured or detailed, but the implementation of the sub bass is very enjoyable to a point where you can let go of the sheer details in the sub bass without worrying that much. It is room filling and has physicality. The runner-up in this range is the 81T with a very clean and quality sub bass to offer to the sound. The main attraction of the sub bass is the sheer resolution and texture it has. Coming to the mid bass, again, Deuce, what it meant to do, didn't deliver, failing a bit behind in the mid-bass section too, but a lot better than the sub-bass representation. The worst part of the lot is 81T with a very linear and weak bass section, although you can make it a lot better with third-party tips, but everything here is reviewed with the stock tips. And again, beating the Anvil by half a step, the winner again is Timeless 2. The mid-bass is physical, it has dense and authoritative feel to it. The bass had conviction and confidence. The runner-up though is Anvil, which might be a better choice if you like more thumpy bass. It is not far behind than the 7Hz Timeless that much. There is a BCD feeling to the sound, but it is not overwhelmingly amplified. Now coming to the lower mid-range. With a heavy heart, I have to say that KE4 and 81T falls behind in this race. I really like both of the sets, but if you compare by keeping preference in mind, these two sets really are not there. Aful P5+2 demolishes everything in this range if you talk about the tonality, preference and ornamentation like texturing, details, lushness. It's just freaking too good in the balance of the overall mid-range representation. The runner-up is the moondrop Kadenz, which might not be as lush and captivating as the P5+2, but lower mids, for sure it is very lifelike and natural. Anvil comes a close third, but it doesn't get in the way of P5+2 or the Kadenz. If we come to the upper mid-range, Kadenz and Deuce disappointed in this range a lot, where Kadenz felt very unrefined and needed tip and dash to eliminate the unevenness, and Deuce felt like an improper tonal balance in the mix. For upper mid-range, 81T just flushes everything out of the water. The way it manages the thin line between being slightly engaging and being bright is impressive. At the second place, there is P5+2 again, which is a jack of all trades. It will suit everyone. It's safe, detailed and textured, snappy and stupid fast. Now if we come to the treble, KE4 wins here also with blazing fast transients and speed and accuracy. The sheer level of accuracy and refinement you get with KE4 is shockingly good. 81T might not be for everyone, especially the treble sensitive people, but for sure it hits out of the park, for me at least at this price point. And at the second place, there is a tie between Aful Performer 5+2 for a safe yet excellent ornamentation in treble, and other than that, the moondrop Kadenz, where the treble is super refined and feels like a very high-end IEM without much wow factor involved. It's just fundamentally very good. Coming to the timbre, timbre is one of the most important things for me, might be one of the topmost attributes I judge IEMs on. Deuce and Timeless 2 is extremely bad performing in this area. Deuce is not listenable, where Timeless 2 can be heard for a long time because of the inherent nature of the plena is like that. Not that I won't recommend Timeless 2, but it is not that good for every instrument. 81T does a step better, but it is still very bad in timbre. The winner here is moondrop Kadenz, an aful performer P5+2. Kadenz just excels in this range, be it the dynamics added to the special charm of the transients, or P5+2 is correct sounding IEM, which is more rare at this price point. If you want very correct sounding tonality, KE4 is also a pretty great option, but of course Kadenz takes the cake here and it's just too good timbrely. Now coming to the subjective quality comparison, Soundstage. Soundstage is not something that I pay most attention on, not just because I don't like stage, but because there is no well staging IEM that can do imaging or positioning well under $1,000. That I have heard. Aful P5+2 and 81T does a pretty bad job. The P5+2 is very stretched in the stereo width, whereas 81T feels like everything on the face. Anvil just beats everything out of the water in terms of 3D nature and the depth especially. Kadenz also feels very holographic to my ears, and especially for the price. Now coming to the imaging, pinpoint imaging is not something that I look for in IEMs at this price point, since it is not that easy to find them at lower price ranges. Imaging on Timeless 2 and Deuce is pretty bad and fucked up because they can't even produce remotely accurate imaging. 81T blows everything out of the water and achieves almost pinpoint accuracy. Kadenz comes at a close second. Coming to the resolution part, KE4 and Deuce resolves like a $100 set, so it is quite a disappointment to be honest. 81T resolved like a flagship to me. I might have said a bit much. Just a step below flagship maybe. Extremely detailed, not that well texturing, but the imaging and resolution alone makes it a crazy value. Aful P5+2 and Timeless 2 comes at a second and third position after the 81T. Now coming to the most interesting part. Well, it's not that easy because my preference is a bit unconventional to achieve at this price point, which is very good treble, accurate timbre or mid-range and well implemented stage. So technically KE4 should be at the top, right? Let's dig deeper, it's not KE4. The best IEM for fun sound around $200 is Timeless 2 with its incredible bass presentation and a bit zingy treble. The V-shape makes it very enjoyable to listen to on the go music, but don't use it like critically to judge and listen to audiophile great albums or to judge timbre. The best IEM for neutral bright listeners is 81T with its immaculate details and imaging capabilities. The best IEM for everyday use is Anvil, where you get taste of everything. The best IEM for reference style tuning is KE4 with its surgical precision in treble. If you want natural timbre, there is nothing comes close to Kadenz, which also comes with a holographic stage and one of the most natural mid-range. But the best among the best IEMs must be the aful performer 5+2. It falls flat in most rounded or spherical stage in presentation, but apart from that, everything on this IEM is more than enough acceptable. Low end, it has rumble and it is not overwhelmingly boosted. Beautiful mid-range, a bit safer, just a hint safer upper mid-range and treble, so you can listen to it for hours and hours. Resolution is one of the best at its price point. Dynamics might be a bit slow, but the timbre makes it up for me. As of now, here you go. Bye.